لَكُنَّ خَيْرًا مِّنْهُنَّ. In these Quranic verses, Allah, which we call God Almighty, so the word for Allah is God Almighty in Arabic.
Whilst the Scottish Police Muslim Association continues to develop, we remember the purpose of our formation: to build bridges, connect communities and police Scotland.
It is a great privilege to be invited to tonight's annual Scottish Police Muslim Association Gala dinner, and I think in the time that we've been together this evening, we have collectively already gained an understanding of just how active and effective and connected our association is, and as I say, it's a privilege to be with you this evening.
The Scottish Government has articulated a vision for Scotland, one of a fair, equal and prosperous nation with opportunity for us all to grow and thrive. We recognise that in order to realise that vision, we must strengthen our communities, address inequalities and create opportunities for people to fulfil their potential.
Police Scotland, and in particular the Scottish Police Muslim Association, has an important role to play in promoting understanding, tolerance and inclusivity in our communities. Fostering positive relationships between police and diverse communities is vital to the concept of policing by consent. In order to rely on the support and the cooperation of the public, policing and indeed the entire legal system requires to be fair, transparent, accountable. It requires to foster an environment of trust, empathy and mutual respect. But it also requires to reflect and understand the communities it serves.
All of religiously motivated hate crime that happened in the last few years, 40% of that was targeted against Muslims. And so whether we like it or not, we're a really important part of this story and part of today's conversation. So I hope that bridge that we now need to build is pretty strong. I hope it will be built on trust, on confidence. I hope it will be built with courage. And I guess what I always think is really important in my role, an ability to step forward and to do the things that are challenging and to say the things that are uncomfortable, that we don't necessarily want to hear, but need to.
حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة.
I've got to say, the team that you've got just now are an asset to SPMA. They're an absolutely fantastic team that you've got here. They're not just an asset to SPMA, but an asset to Police Scotland also. And I think they also deserve a round of applause. One of the things that is really something that we like to shout about the Muslim charity is the fact that with our organisation, what we try and do is take our supporters and our donors on the field, on the ground, whether that be in Pakistan, whether that be in East Africa, whether that be in the Middle East. We regularly have deployments where we take donors so they themselves can see the impact of the amazing donations and collective efforts that happen within Scotland and within England in raising the funds.
Tell us a bit about the event today. The Scottish Police Muslim Association, we're doing this event about building bridges. How do you feel about this?
Well, these kind of events are important. They're important to build relationships, build networks, let people meet other people, senior officers from the Police Scotland, and also members of the community, activists, leaders, and third sector, and discuss and get to know each other to help work together to improve the relations with all communities in Scotland.
What would you say to young people out there about joining the police?
I would say to young people, there's a lot of choice out there, lots of potential careers. Think of Police Scotland, think of being a police officer or being a police staff member as one of your choices. I would recommend the benefits to you as an individual and the benefits that you can bring to the police service, improve the diversity of the police service, and also with your knowledge, experience, cultural knowledge, religious understandings, you will improve the relations for the wider community as well.
Hello there, I'm Farouk Hussain, I'm a Chief Superintendent and I'm a Divisional Commander.
How long have you been in the force?
So I've been in the police for 23 years, quite a varied policing career, and thankfully I'm now the rank that I hold. I'm the first officer of colour ever in Scottish policing history to get to the rank of Chief Superintendent.
I see that, and it's absolutely fantastic to see that where you are today, because people out there always think that people of colour don't get that opportunity. What would you say to that?
Well, clearly I've managed to get to the rank that I've got to, and therefore opportunities do exist, but they don't come easily, and you need to work hard and be committed to the organisation and to policing itself.
It's like everything else, you work hard, you get there. Today, Scottish Police Muslim Association, we're putting on this event about building bridges. How important do you think it is about building bridges?
Clearly it's absolutely fundamental for us to have a really strong relationship with all the diverse communities that we have, and the Scottish Muslim Police Association have a fundamental role in terms of supporting Police Scotland, supporting our Muslim communities to ensure that we continue to build trust and confidence in the services that we provide.
Thank you very much. And finally, young people out there, young Asians are out there that have this different mindset about joining the police. And I also seen here today that there's a few young Asian females that have joined the police as well. How would you encourage them to come along and make a career in the police?
Yeah, so as I've described, I've been exceptionally fortunate to get to the rank that I've got to. It's required a lot of hard work, but the opportunities in policing are phenomenal. I've had the opportunities to go out to work in America, to work in London. So you join us, you work hard, opportunities arise, and on occasions you do face some difficulties, and that's why we've got organisations such as the Scottish Muslim Police Association there to provide that support when that does happen.
With Zara Mohammed from Muslim Council of Britain here at the Scottish Muslim Police Association dinner today. How did the dinner go for you?
I think it's been a fantastic event, and I really congratulate the Scottish Police Muslim Association, SPMA, for really bringing together stakeholders across the police, across the community, and Muslim police officers themselves to show the importance of bridge building and building trust within the community. Because with so many issues facing, from Islamophobia to the rise of the far right, or even just racism within the police and institutional racism at that, we need a place where actually everybody can come together and say, we're actually going to invest in this partnership, and to recognise the great efforts that SPMA are doing to build trust in the community. So I think they've done a fantastic job, and it's been a really great event.
It has been, I've got to say myself, it's been a very good event put together, especially in a beautiful place in the police college. Building bridges, which we think is a must. I think we've got to build bridges, especially us being from the ethnic minority. We always feel that people don't obviously interact with us. So how important do you think that topic was today?
I think it was so pertinent, because we know that as communities we have been stigmatised, we do face a lot of challenges, but here's a place and an invitation to get to know one another and to build partnership and to build trust. And if we can get this right, it's not just going to impact communities today, but also the future and young people. And that's not just about attitudes to police and becoming a police officer, but that's about how our communities represent the diversity that they have and the trust that they're building with institutions like the police too.
Thank you very much, Zara. Any last messages for the SPMA?
No, I just want to congratulate Sufter and the team. They've done a great job. It's always good to be here, and last time they made me speak as well. But every time I always enjoy it, because you feel the heart and soul of the community that's always willing to change, to transform, and to change something that benefits everybody. So it's been a great evening, and really good cheesecake too.
Thank you very much.
My name is Fad Bashir. I'm a sergeant within Police Scotland, and also an executive member within the Scottish Police Muslim Association.
Tell us a bit more about the Scottish Police Muslim Association.
So the Scottish Police Muslim Association was formed a number of years ago, and the main intention at that time was to build bridges between Police Scotland and the diverse communities that we serve.
Fahad, how long have you been in the force?
So I've been with Police Scotland, and initially it was Strathclyde Police for 12 years, coming up 13 years now.
And obviously in your journey you must have seen a lot of new recruits coming in. How do you feel about everyone, all the ethnic minority people and the Muslim community, boys and girls, joining the police?
I think it's very important. I think it's absolutely crucial, because us as a policing organisation, as a public sector organisation, we need to mirror the community that we serve, and I think it's only right that we have a number of people from diverse backgrounds representing the community within Police Scotland.
So, I mean, here's another question for you. I mean, the police job. I mean, when you're obviously looking to join the police, your parents will always say to you, "Aki dana career." I mean, obviously, you must have probably heard that from your parents as well. So, what would you say to the parents out there about their children joining the police?
I would tell them to let them join the police. It's a fantastic organisation to work for. The way you can develop yourself within this organisation is endless number of departments, career progression, and overall it's a very rewarding job, and it kind of fits in with our Islamic kind of principles in terms of looking after the vulnerable and looking after the community as well. So I would recommend it very highly.
You know, the other thing that people say is, oh, you don't get the opportunities to move up the ladder. But today here, I've spoken to the Chief Superintendent, if I'm not wrong, of Farouk Hussain. Also spoke to Sheen Babar as well. Yourself, you said you're a sergeant. So how was it for yourself progressing up the ladder?
Progression is never easy. You're competing essentially with a number of people that are skilled, have experience. But I think it allows you the opportunity to develop yourself professionally and personally, and you can bring that to the forefront of when you're applying for promotion or lateral development as well. So again, not an easy process, it's a very challenging process, but ultimately Police Scotland wants to see the right people progressing and right leaders for the future within Police Scotland.
So it's like anything else, the more hard work you put into it, the more progression you will get?
Absolutely correct, yeah. You need to invest your time and effort into this organisation, into this role, because ultimately, if you want to be a leader, then you need to have that commitment for it as well.
And now talking about today's event, which was about building bridges, how do you think this event went? Was it successful for you?
I would say it's been overwhelmingly successful. We've spoken to a number of guests that have attended. You know, our intention was to bring Police Scotland and the communities closer, to have the active dialogues, active discussions and the productive kind of dialogues as well, and I really think that's happened. So I think it's been an overwhelming success, and I'm really happy with the way it's panned out today.
Thank you very much, Sergeant Fahad Bashir, and also the executive member of Scottish Police Muslim Association. I got it right this time. Thank you very much, and congratulations on a fantastic event today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming here.
No problem. Thank you.